Superman trailer just dropped. Let's see what people are saying. Alright, real talk. We'll watch the trailer later today and I'll give more of an objective and moderate take on what it looks like. So DC fans and James Gunn fans, you can take his meat out of your mouth, okay? And Snyder fans, you can drop your knives. Let's be objective here. Nah, if the trailer is mid, I'm going to cook it. I'm getting my lick back. Grow up and move on. At least this universe is alive, unlike the Snyderverse. But before we go over the trailer, let's talk about the Superman problem. Superman 1987 is one of the most iconic movies of all time. Christopher Reeve is an icon. He pretty much set the standard for what the character's portrayal is. He is one of the GOATs. But unfortunately, Superman is stuck in 1987. Superman Returns attempted to recapture that same magic, and it failed. It tried to blend nostalgia with modern storytelling, but both hardcore fans and the general audience thought it was derivative. Critics liked the movie, so there's that, but the audience felt like the character was boring, and they wanted something fresh and new like the Batman movies that Nolan did.
I'll tell you a character I think is boring to me, Superman, and here's why. He's perfect. He says everything right. Oh, and by the way, he has the power to spin planets on his finger, and he's a Boy Scout. The characters I always liked were the ones that were flawed. We think that being a hero automatically makes you good. I don't. I think it's the decisions along the journey that are way, way more interesting.
Enter Zack Snyder. Zack and his team approached this movie like there had never been a Superman movie before. But at the same time, they respected the canon and mythology, but played with it a little. Hardcore fans didn't like that the movie deviated from the Reeve archetype. Critics also hated the movie as well. But guess what? The audience loved it.
But Batman is so screwed up. I say, yeah, but Superman is so boring. But you're right, in the most recent film, they've given Superman, they've dirtied him up a little bit, which I think is really smart, because he was dull, you know?
So if you try to appeal to hardcore fans with nostalgia, critics and fans will most likely like the movie, but you run the risk of alienating the rest of the general audience. But if you try something new, hardcore fans might not like it, but it would have a much wider appeal. So the question is, can James Gunn find the balance between nostalgia and innovation? Like I said about the teaser, it still looks cheap. Like there's some really good shots, but overall it just looks off. The music is nice, but it doesn't feel as epic as the Hans Zimmer score. What do you guys think? This shit looks like a CW show. Why is it that so many blockbuster movies look like car commercials or soap operas? We need to reopen the film schools. Of course you're going to hate. You're just bitter because your universe is dead. I love how all of a sudden you guys are experts on color grading. Anywho, the trailer is peak and hopeful. DC fans, we're eating good. And Snyderverse is still dead. Kind of like how you became experts on color grading and color palettes in relation to Zack's movies over the past 8 years. Besides, it's not just DCEU or Snyderverse fans that are cooking this movie. He does have a point. So it seems James Gunn is leaning towards nostalgia. And if Superman Returns is anything to go by, that's a mistake. But it depends how much he leans into it. If it's a straight up rehash of Superman 1978, then this movie's gonna flop. But if he can find the right balance between innovation and nostalgia, then there's hope for this movie. Get it? The S stands for hope? Yeah, never mind. Dinosaur movie's gonna eat this up.